Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at NAB 2025, and this is Bob Caniglia from Blackmagic Design. Bob, did you see what I did there with my voice?
You did a great job. You know what? And if you don't like your voice, you can use our new tool in Resolve to fix your voice.
There you go. So explain that. So Blackmagic had a lot of new announcements this morning. It's day one.
Many.
So tell us, well, that's cool. So let's dig into that.
Well, I'll start with DaVinci Resolve 20. It's a public beta that we're doing now. We've added a bunch of new AI tools in different areas. One of them is actually a way to help with your audio mix, right? So they're a little AI assistant to help you do your audio mixing. There's some other tools though that are like good for ADR. So like for instance, you go back and you go, oh, I wish I had asked them this question, or maybe I mispronounced somebody's name or something, which you did not. You can actually re-record, and then the AI tool helps make the sound match what it's trying to match. So it listens to what you're trying to replace and then matches the sound. So you can make it seem a lot smoother than a normal ADR where, suddenly it comes in and says, Bob, so there's some tools there that are really, they're assistive tools. That's really what we're doing. We're not trying to generate new things. We're trying to help people do tasks that take a lot of time. Like in Magic Mask, we've added where we can face track and things like that. We add those so that people can spend more time creating, less time doing a lot of keyframing. So a lot of those tools are rolled out in DaVinci 20. We're actually also showing the Immersive Camera, which is designed for Apple Vision Pro. So we have a demonstration going on there about that because that's our new camera that captures that. DaVinci Resolve 20 also has the editing capability. So if you shoot in the Immersive Camera, you can do the workflow through DaVinci Resolve because you're shooting 8K in each eye. So you have two eyes, and so that's really exciting. People are getting their hands to wear the goggles and see what it looks like. So the Apple Vision Pro are there. We introduced some new cameras that I think are going to be great because we're able to actually shoot and send the files through our Blackmagic cloud service so the editors can work on it right away. So this will help people accelerate their production processes, and I think we have a new Pixis 12K camera. Last year we announced the 6K version of it. Now there's a 12K version, so you can shoot 4K, 8K, and 12K all in the full frame of the sensor. So you get the full dynamic range of the sensor. 16 stops of dynamic range, which is really great. And some of the other tools that we introduced, we have this new converter. So it's a SMPTE 2110 SDI to HDMI, but it also has, there's two different versions. One of them has 10 audio outputs. So this way, you're using a grading monitor that's an HDMI grading monitor. You can get your SDI out of the DaVinci Resolve into this, and then get all the audio that you need for your surround sound. So it's another tool that we want to give people for the post rooms, and we have a smaller version that just does 2 channels of audio, but for all the people that need more, you got 10 audio channels.
So you're giving them the little that they might need, but also to grow.
Absolutely.
With the cameras and
100%.
that as well.
I think that's really part of our process of trying to get people to, like for instance in our Cinema Camera 6K that we announced last year, we now are offering a beta now software for auto focus. So
really?
Yeah, and it's got a cool display where like you can pick the person that you want. You can pick 2 people and have it go between depending on who's talking. It's just a lot of cool AI stuff that's in there, but that's because we're able to leverage it from some of the other AI tools that we have in Resolve and whatnot and move it into the camera, because we have Blackmagic operating system is what all of the products use to run, and the nimbleness of our own operating system allows the cameras to fire up quickly, but it also gives us the ability to add tools later that aren't as complex to introduce because we're just running them on our operating system.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Now, what about the Blackmagic Camera app?
So the Blackmagic Camera app is also getting an update, of course, right? And you're able to, you can control our cameras with it. You can get a feed to it. We've had some cool features to it. It runs on both iOS and Android, so it doesn't matter what phone you have, you can use it. Now, I get comments a lot from the guys that use our cameras in the field already, and they say that what they love is that the camera app looks just like our Blackmagic cameras. So the menu structure is the same. And that helps people get introduced to our cameras, but also if you're already using our cameras, then it's not a foreign interface.
Right, it's not intimidating, because I use the app, and it's not intimidating, and we're shooting now with your cameras,
I know.
actually. So, I do love the app.
Well, I think what's interesting to me, as I talk to a lot of press, is this is the first product that everybody downloaded. They're like, I can do that. I can, because they have a phone. So, you have a phone, I have a phone. Download it. And then they're like, oh, this is cool. I can use this. And I think that was great because it also gives people some insight into how our other products work and how the cameras work. And so they won't be as intimidated to get one of our other cameras. Like, oh, I know how to use this. It looks like the camera app.
Yeah, you already feel comfy using it.
Totally. And one other thing for our post friends, we introduced our new Cintel scanner, an 8x16. So what it is it's our Cintel scanner designed specifically to transfer 8mm and 16mm film for the archive stuff. So, people are trying to take old archives and put them out on 4K channels or whatever. Well, we needed to build a new sensor to be able to scan at a higher resolution for the 8mm and 16mm stuff. So I think that'll be pretty cool. People have been asking for better resolution, and the only way to do it is to do a new sensor block, and we've done it, and it's designed just for 8mm and 16mm.
I think it's cool because your products range from people like me that wander around trade shows and shoot videos up to the
top of the as I say, when there's a pyramid, right, we go from the bottom to the top, and not a lot of people do that, and we do it, and we embrace them at all aspects of where we are in the industry. But I think that it's fun to see that there are kids on our booth, and then there's the highest end DPs and directors are also there, and it's great that they're all kind of learning from the same tool set.
Yeah, and I think that's the way the industry is going too. So,
absolutely.
Bob, I will let you go.
All right, I'll get back to it. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Bye all.